It seems like every time we get a new piece of information about Breonna Taylor, it just gets worse and worse and worse. You know, Now you can understand why the cops had a blank police report. They can't justify all of this stuff that has happened at the scene of they really committed the crime, the police. They showed up at the scene and they were really the ones that committed all of the crime. Oh boy. Y'all, this is the New York Post, July 17th, 2020. Breonna Taylor was reportedly alive after police shot her but received no medical care. Isn't that amazing? She was an EMT for a living. She actually went out every day on her job helping and saving people. And as soon as she needed help, it was denied to her. Breonna Taylor was alive for several minutes after police fatally shot her while she slept in her Louisville apartment, but she did not receive any medical attention, according to a new report. Taylor, a 26-year-old EMT, was asleep with her boyfriend when three undercover cops burst into her home at 1 a.m. March 13th during a botched raid and opened fire, striking her 5 times. For at least 5 minutes, Taylor fought for her life while struggling and coughing for breath, according to her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, who told investigators Breonna was alive as he called her mom and yelled for help, the Louisville Courier-Journal reported Friday. Police are yelling like, "Come out, come out." And I'm on the phone with her mom. I'm still yelling, "Help," because she's over here coughing. And like, I'm just freaking out, Walker said in a recorded police interview 3 hours after the shooting, the news outlet reported. For more than 20 minutes after Taylor was gunned down by Louisville officer at around 12:43 a.m., the young woman laid there. She fell in the hallway and received no medical attention, the Louisville Courier-Journal reported, citing dispatch logs. Family attorneys, so they actually revised the lawsuit that they have against the police department. Breonna, who was unarmed in her hallway, was struck by several rounds of gunfire. She was not killed immediately, according to the news outlet. Rather, she lived for another 5 to 6 minutes before ultimately succumbing to her injuries on the floor of her home, the suit reads. That is an absolute disgrace. And what's also more shameful, ladies and gentlemen, these cops lied to a judge to get the warrant in the first place. And then they raided Breonna's apartment. She didn't have no drugs in there. You know, so I mean, this whole thing originated from a lie from the police. And then weeks, really months later, because this happened in March, they turn in a blank police report with no details on it. They didn't even put on the police report that she was deceased. Nothing. And they just got around to firing one officer instead of all three. Okay, all three of those officers shot into that apartment on the outside and the inside. And I believe the neighbors when they said they never announced themselves at that door. I believe it. I believe it. And and I blame Louisville, the media, the mainstream media and local media out there When this story broke, when we finally heard about it, Breonna was already dead a few months before we even heard about it for the first time. Why didn't you mention that she was still living for a moment after being shot? Why is this coming out in July and this incident happened in March? Why is it taking so long to get all of the details about this case? And why aren't the other officers fired and charged? Don't just fire them, they need to be charged. Every police officer that was at that scene firing rounds at this young Black couple, they need to be fired and they need to be charged. But this is even more heartbreaking, y'all. Wow. Please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.